Hey, this is Warner Crocker from GottaBeMobile.com coming to you with another GBM Ink Show, and this one is once again about the iPad, and we're going to talk about inking, or the lack thereof, on the iPad. This will be short and sweet because it just doesn't exist. But before I get into showing you that, just want to say a big thank you and shout out to the good folks at Mobile Demand. They make rugged tablet PCs. They're the sponsor of our ink shows here on GottaBeMobile.com. Check them out on www.mobiledemand.com and tell them the gang from GottaBeMobile.com sent you. They'll be happy. We'll be happy. We'll be able to keep doing all these great ink shows. All right, inking. Can't do it. Doesn't happen. Capacitive screen, no palm rejection. You're going to get a mess. You have to hold your hand above in order to do any of that. Now, there's some great drawing and sketching apps on this. I'll show you a couple of those because I downloaded some of them just so that I could check all of this out. Look how pretty that is. This is a Autodesk here, and you know, you can fingerprint to your heart's desire. You can up the different controls here. Hopefully you can see this, you know, and it's got some nifty little things that you can do here. This is kind of fun. Whoop, well, hit the wrong one there. Sorry about that. Here we go. How's that for kind of fun? Finger paint to your heart's desire. But pick up a stylus. Now I've got the Daggy or Daggy stylus here. You know, this is the one has that little red dot there on that little plastic thing, and you're gonna start to draw with it. I mean, yes, you can do some things here. Drawing, maybe you can get away with on this, but let's take a look at Pad Notes. This is one of the apps that offered some promise. Now hopefully you can see this. This is some inking samples that I've done with the Daggy stylus, and also done with the Pogo sketch. You know, it's got that kind of soft little thing here. Let's give you an idea of how this works or doesn't work. Got to hold your hand off of this, and as you can see, this is about as natural as, well, I don't know. It's about as natural as trying to drink champagne out of an old bucket. As far as I'm concerned, it just doesn't work. Here's the Daggy stylus here. Same thing. Yes, you can get some stuff written here. You just have to be careful. But doesn't look very nice, and I'm just not impressed with it. Let's take a look at another couple of apps where you can do this. Here's WritePad. Similar kind of thing. This one recognizes, and you can see some very bad attempts there at the top, what you're going to write in ink. This is a test, and in just a second it said this one say test. Okay, there you have that. Now I'm writing off to the side, so that's probably influencing some of this as far as that's concerned. Let's see, let's take a look at Dan Bricklin's Note Taker. Now this is a iPhone, iPod Touch app, so here we have it small, excuse me, as far as that's concerned. But we can blow that up here, and let's start a new note. You know, actually let's take it back down, because you know, this is an interesting little app, because essentially what you do is you start writing. Okay, and you can see, let's blow it back up again. You can see here that when I lifted the pen, this was put in this box, and you move across the screen and this moves across with you. Again, not successful on this capacitive screen as far as that's concerned. Let's see, what other one of these do I have? Well, let's go over here to this one. It's called, interestingly enough, iNapkin. Okay, and again, this is still an iPhone, iPod Touch app, relatively small. You're writing on a napkin here, and hopefully you can see my scroll there. Believe it or not, I've had the most success on this. I don't know if you can see that texture of the napkin paper there, but that's where that is. So there you have it. There's no palm rejection, so this tablet here has to reject inking on the iPad. Evernote said they're going to try to add inking to their Evernote app, which is beautiful on this, by the way. Actually, let me bring that up. and show it to you. You know, just gorgeously done. You can see your notes. There's all notes. My notebooks are going to pop up here in a second, by tags, by places, by searches that I've done. Really nice. I hope they don't waste a lot of resources on that, because there's just no way that that's going to work. You know, I'll do my inking on my tablet PCs and let it sync over and have those ink apps there, but inking on this device is just a big fail. Now, today, as I'm taping this, is Thursday night, they announced the iPhone 4.0 OS this afternoon, and in the question and answer session, I think Steve Jobs said something to the effect that if it needs a stylus or it needs a task manager, it's failed. Well, that's where he is at this point. We can only hope for the future, not with this device, for the future, that perhaps he's making one of his famous pronouncements like, no one will ever read books or watch video on a small screen. Why would they want to do that? Hello iPod Touch, hello iPhone, hello iBooks. You know, no one wants to do those kinds of things, so maybe he was putting one of those benchmarks out there that he's going to go back on someday. I don't know. But for right now, if you're looking to ink, stay away from the iPad. Don't spend your money on this. Let's wait and see what comes down the road. Again, pay attention to the kind of screen, kind of digitizer that we're looking at here. Capacitive without palm rejection is not going to give you a happy experience. All right, this is Warner Crocker for GottaBeMobile.com, coming to you with another GottaBeMobile.com ink show. Wishing that he could do some inking on this, but he can't. Big thanks and shout out to our ink show sponsor, Mobile Demand, www.mobiledemand.com. Check out their rugged tablet PCs and tell them the gang from GottaBeMobile.com sent you. We'll talk to you on the next ink show. Take care.